Long before the empires of the East rose to power, a lethal crimson glint emerged from the heart of the great forest. While Babylon was bathed in golden light, an ancient, mysterious power was being forged in the absolute silence of the unknown. A forgotten map, etched in the blood of time, points toward a cursed land where the lakes bleed a strange orange fire. They moved like lethal shadows through the ancient pines, carrying the crushing weight of a civilization about to change everything. Hands stained with the earth's deepest secrets, finally uncovering the sacred metal that would rewrite the destiny of all mankind. In his eyes lay the reflection of a terrifying new world, a discovery so pure it made the stone hammer feel like a toy. Isle Royale, a desolate fortress of freezing mist, hiding 10,000 scars carved deep into the very skin of the world. Descending into the hollow abyss, they defied the unyielding rock with nothing but raw, primitive, and unbreakable human will. Every heavy strike of the hammer echoed through the void, the rhythmic, thunderous heartbeat of a hidden subterranean revolution. They mastered the fury of the elements, using scorching fire and the shock of ice to shatter the earth's ancient shield. Pure, raw, and dangerous. A gift torn from the shattered stone, born from the violent struggle between light and darkness. He stood as the eternal guardian of the void, watching the forest slowly swallow the echoes of their endless brutal labor. The rhythmic thunder of stone crushing metal, they were shaping the future, one heavy, calculated and lethal strike at a time. Forged in the furnace of pure necessity, the glowing copper was hammered into the very soul and survival of the tribe. Instruments of life and brutal tools of war, a glinting arsenal that signaled the final violent end of the Stone Age. He stared at the long red blade, realizing for the first time that man could now cut through the fabric of destiny. From the freezing dark depths, a copper hook brings life. A new, absolute mastery over the untamed waters of the north. A simple tool, yet a terrifying marvel of design. This small hook was a giant leap for the ancient masters of the sea. Soft leather meeting the bite of hard metal, a copper needle stitching together the very fabric of a rising empire. Under the haunting, flickering firelight she wove the future, her hands guided by the unnatural strength of the red metal. In haunting, slow motion, the world changed forever. Copper tore through bone and leather, proving that history is written in blood. He witnessed the impossible, a spear that refused to break, a godlike power that the ancestors could only dream of possessing, the old world and the new, resting side by side, one carved from cold earth, the other forged in the heart of fire. Standing alone on the edge of the world, he clutched the copper spear, ready to face whatever darkness the gods sent. Against the frozen giants of the north they stood firm, the red metal biting deep into the thick hide of legends. The ancient titan has finally fallen, a victory marked not by stone, but by the cold, unforgiving glint of copper. Buried deep within the green dust, a copper pendant remains, a silent, haunting witness to a life lost in the shadows of time. He stared into the ancient graves, holding a fragment of the past, wondering if their legend would ever be told again. Found thousands of miles from its home, these copper shards reveal a lost world much larger and darker than we imagined. The map glows with the hidden veins of trade, connecting the Great Lakes to the forgotten, distant shores of the deep south. The rain fell like a heavy shroud, washing away the footprints of a nation. The copper mines fell silent, forever. One final bitter look at the empty mountains. They walked into the mist, leaving their glory to the rust and the storm. Macro focus on the slow, green decay. Nature is finally reclaiming what was once the ultimate symbol of human triumph. A primitive hand discovers the rusted relics, seeing only strange, angry spirits trapped within the green-stained metal. The lakes receded and the earth cracked open, a drought so violent it erased the very memory of the Copper Kings. Watching the last of the water vanish, he felt the crushing weight of an ending. The empire of the lakes was gone. Thousands of years later, modern science probes the eternal silence, searching for the ghosts of a forgotten industrial age. In the deep layers of mud, the lead whispers the forbidden truth, a chemical footprint of a prehistoric revolution. Through the cold lens of the future, we see the echoes of the past. The copper story is finally emerging into the light.